Hey everyone, welcome. Welcome to another screenwriting exercise video in which I pick a scene from a movie. In today's case, that'll be Nocturnal Animals. I watched that scene once and I try to write that scene in my own words on a deadline of 15 minutes. Once I'm done writing, I compare it with the original screenplay and then we try to learn everything we can from that comparison. But I know what you're thinking. Why? Why do this stupid exercise? Well, why not? I think it's a fun idea. And all these screenwriters that I'm seeing on the internet, they are trying to become this highly intellectual literary genius. Well, you need people like me who are stupid, to balance it out, who come up with stupid ideas like this. See, I'll write something in 15 minutes, it probably won't be good, so you'll feel great about your own writing. So you have nothing to lose, I think that's a great pitch. I think you should stick around till the end, let me know what you think. For now, let me watch the scene and I'll get out writing. Okay, let's go.
Fucking leave him out here for. Hey, mister! Your wife wants you! Get in the fucking car. Hey, mister! Your wife! Mister! Shit.
That was a very quick scene. I think it was around 1.5 minutes. I think so. I think 15 minutes will be a lot of time to give to this scene. I'll give myself 13 minutes. I think so. I know a few of you are wondering why the timer. What does it even do? What if I don't finish it in the 13 minutes that I have assigned myself? Let me tell you. If I don't finish it in 13 minutes, I give you the permission to drop a hate comment below. How does that sound? I think that's a great stake that I've put up. You're all writers, right? You love stakes. So this is the stakes that I have. If in 30 minutes if I'm not able to finish up the scene, you get to drop a hate comment below. That's a great incentive, I think. Yeah. I have no other stakes. The timer is just to make the video a bit more fun. That's all. Okay. I'll start the timer and I'll get down to write. Okay. 13 minutes. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, and go. Set up the scene, I think. Exterior. Should I write middle of nowhere? I think it's a desert. So let's go with middle of nowhere, desert, and late night. Why do I always forget the name of the protagonist? What was his name? Oh my god. Shit, I don't remember. God, fuck. No. Tony, yes. God, you stupid son of a bitch. Tony. Why is it bold? Always. Always the same mistakes. Tony. Tony. Into hiding behind a rock. car comes to a stop a few yards away. Lou. Inside the car, we see Lou and Ray. Lou and Ray? Is that what their name was? Inside the car, we see Lou and Ray jump out with a torch. What happens next? I don't know. How much time is left? 8.5 minutes. Okay. Now this is the most difficult part of the scene, I think. How do you express the scene that what he's going through? I'm sweating, okay? I'm sweating literally. God, why did I put myself through this? Okay, I don't know how to explain this scene. Tony sits there for a moment. He cannot believe he didn't come out. I don't know what else to write. How much time is left? 3 minutes. Okay, I need to come up with a better line for this. Tony sits there for a moment. He cannot believe he didn't come out. Tips his head down in regret as he watches them drive away. I don't know. God, this sounds terrible. I don't know. It doesn't feel conclusive enough. But I do have time though. Was 13 minutes too much? Oh, exactly. At the right time. I think it's a bit too much. 13 minutes for such a small scene. But I still ended up sweating. Can you see the sweat? Why am I wearing a fucking hoodie, dude? God. Let me read it for you and then we'll go into the original screenplay. Let me read it from the beginning. Okay. Exterior, middle of nowhere, desert, late night. Tony walks into the frame limping from the injuries. There's not a single living soul visible in the desert. He makes his way through the night as he approaches S. There's a random S in the middle. But suddenly he hears an engine. A sudden burst of light in the darkness. He sees a car approaching. He immediately recognizes his car and goes into hiding behind a rock. The car comes to a stop a few yards away. Inside the car we see Lou and Ray. They hop out. They hop out of the car. That's nice. They hop out of the car. A torch in hand. A flashlight. You don't call it torch, do you? I don't think so. I think people call it a flashlight. A torch feels like he had a torch in his hand with a fire and everything. Inside the car we see Lou and Ray. They hop out of the car. A torch in hand. Amazing. Tony watches them secretly from behind the rock. Secretly? That's a dumb sentence. Ray pissed. Why the fuck did you leave him out here? Lou, hey mister, your wife wants you. Tony doesn't come out. He stays in hiding. Ray's really pissed off now. Get in the fucking car. Lou doesn't want to give up. Hey mister, your wife wants you. Tony doesn't move a muscle. He's scared and pretty sure of the outcome if he does come out. Lou, one last time. Hey mister. Nobody. Shit. He gets back inside. They back up and drive away. Tony sits there for a moment. He cannot believe he didn't come out. He dips his head down in regret as he watches them drive away. Let's look at the original screenplay, how it is written, and then see if we can learn something. I have the screenplay open. I'll scroll down to the position where this scene starts, and then we'll get down to the comparison. How does that sound? It sounds amazing. Okay, let's start the comparison. I'm on the screenplay. It starts with exterior desert, West Texas, night later. Hey, I got desert right. That's a big deal. West Texas. Which is better? Obviously, middle of nowhere is better. It puts an impact in your mind. Like it's in the middle of nowhere, right? West Texas, who cares? Okay, let me read that. Tony hears a faint but steady whooshing sound in the distance, and then the faraway cry of what could be the horn of a large truck. The sounds come from the opposite direction of the dirt road. Tony stands up, thinks, and starts walking in the direction of the sound. Okay. As it does, we see lights coming along down the dirt road. The car stops at the clearing where Tony was kicked out. Two men get out, although it is not completely clear. The car looks like Tony's Mercedes. Oh, okay. Tony sees the beam of flashlight and flattens himself reflexively behind a large boulder and a clump of brush at the edge of the arroyo? The fuck is an arroyo? An arroyo, also called a wash, is a dry creek, stream bed, or gulch that temporarily or seasonally fills and flows after sufficient rain. Flash floods are common in arroyos following thunderstorms. Arroyos? Is that how you pronounce it? I didn't know what it meant. Okay, it's amazing detail. God, okay. Ray, what did you fucking leave him out here for? Hey, mister, your wife wants you. Tony holds still. Get back in the fucking car. Mister, your wife wants you. Silence. Footsteps in the brush very close by. Mister. Ah, shit. The men get back in the car and slam the doors. The lights of the car illuminate the top of the grass and brush like a movie stage. After a moment, the car turns back down the dusty road. Tony stays flat against the ground. Silence. The sounds of the desert in the distance. The whooshing sound seems louder than before. Tony pulls himself up and starts walking towards the sound. As Tony walks through the desert brush, the sky begins to lighten a bit to a deep violet. Tony climbs down an arroyo and crawls under a barbed wire fence. As he does, he falls to the ground and twists his ankle. The sky is beginning to turn a light pink. So, even the subsequent scene, I think it's there. But shit, dude. It's a hard thing to do, I think. To give the exact amount of detail, I think that's what a screenplay is. To create an image in your head, but not as detailed as you see in a novel. But you do see the amount of detail that you put into the action lines, and that does paint a picture in your head even though you haven't watched the movie. Like if you read here, the way that he explains the lights of the car illuminate the top of the grass and brush like a movie stage. You know, lines like this, they make you paint a picture of the scene immediately. Like, what do they mean by doing that? The only thing that's a bit similar is the way that they mentioned how Tony holds still in between dialogues. I wrote Tony doesn't come out, he stays in hiding. They wrote Tony holds still. Then I wrote Tony doesn't move a muscle, he's scared and pretty sure of the outcome if he does come out. They wrote silence, footsteps in the brush very close by. The way that they framed everything, it's really interesting. They didn't cover a lot of things that were, I think, improvised on that day, which I covered up in my screenplay, but I don't think it matters. The way that it's presented in the screenplay, it's really good. The action line specifically is what interests me. I mean, dialogue, yeah, it's a difficult thing, dialogues, but you can take your time with dialogues, but getting the action right to contain it in a few sentences and still explain what's going on in the scene and help the reader to create that visual that you have through words. I think that's really done well in a professional screenplay. Anyway, this was it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. For now, I think I'm done. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll pick up another movie. I'll pick up another scene. And then again, make a fool of myself. I know it's hard to subscribe to a new channel, but do consider it. For now, I think I'm done. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.